Update 1 on newly formed Tropical Storm Gabrielle, currently located just south of Puerto Rico, currently with winds of 40 miles per hour and a pressure of 1008 millibars according to ATCF information. Position 16.7 degrees north, 66.3 degrees west, and is expected to move towards the northwest as a tropical storm, making landfall on Hispaniola, the Dominican Republic, and then moving northwards away from that, possibly clipping the Turks and Caicos Islands before likely moving out to sea as a tropical storm, or maybe even a hurricane if it really starts to intensify. Tropical storm warnings in effect for Puerto Rico and parts of the Dominican Republic already. Those are likely to be extended further in the next few hours. Tropical storm watches in effect for parts of the southern Dominican Republic as well. Severe weather alerts in effect for Guadeloupe, Saint Martin and Saint Barthélemy as well along the Lesser Antilles chain. So the probability percentages of tropical storm conditions in the next 96 hours is possibly most important and a bit more of a relative guide here. 80 to 90% across eastern Hispaniola and in Puerto Rico, so very likely to receive tropical storm conditions in these locations. The Virgin Islands eastward towards the rest of the Leeward Islands will possibly receive some tropical storm conditions too, as well as Haiti maybe, and the Turks and Caicos Islands as time goes on. Sea surface temperatures, you can see here, are quite warm, definitely enough for tropical storm development. 27, 28 degrees, maybe more, around where that storm is currently located. So this is the intensity comparisons over the next few days. You can see the models are pretty much all over the place for this one, but you can see confidence between them, or more consensus between them, fades as time goes on. Some predict it to be a Category 2 storm, some keep it as a tropical storm. But here's the current model forecast for the track. You can see here the red line being the deviation, moving it towards the south, then towards Cuba. That's the least likely scenario, but the other two, the green and the blue line, GFDL and HWRF, take it towards the north. That's what the NHC official track is reflecting pretty much. The shear comparisons there gradually expected to rise as time goes on, which will mean more unfavourable conditions on the way. Sea surface temperatures remaining warm, 28, 29 degrees Celsius, maybe even more, until day 4, day 5, when it starts to decrease slightly as it moves out to sea. Relative humidity is not too much of a concern either. 60 to 70% over the next few days will certainly keep it going at least for a while as a tropical system. So this is the latest satellite imagery. You can see how it's been forming and how it's been moving over the past few hours towards the northwest, towards Puerto Rico there. You can see a big bulk of cloud towards its northeast as well. That could be tagged as an invest very soon too. Not necessarily associated with the storm, but certainly will probably produce some inclement weather along the Lesser Antilles. But with the storm itself, you can see that core has really flared up in the past few hours on this imagery here, and that's likely to reach Puerto Rico very soon in the next few hours, overnight tonight, probably receiving some heavy rain, which could lead to some flash flooding along the coast of Puerto Rico, especially in the south, but maybe across the whole island as well towards the north too. Hispaniola not really feeling the effects of the storm too much yet, but that's likely to change as the storm moves towards the northwest over time. So this is the current world tropics then, with the remnants of Kiko still going in the eastern Pacific. 99E, the invest, likely to form over the next day or two. Gabrielle currently located near Puerto Rico, and we currently have 2 or 3 invests in the western Pacific. 99W, 90W and 97W is still going as well as the remnants of Taraji near Japan. But this is the Atlantic. You can see Gabrielle there at the centre of the picture almost. That's the main feature going on at this time. There are 2 other features that we've got our eyes on at the moment. Low chance of development, one over the Yucatan Peninsula, one just to the northeast of Gabrielle. So this is our 7th storm of the season, but you can see still sticking out like a sore thumb there. 0 hurricanes so far, and of course no major hurricanes either. It's getting on to be a bit of an embarrassment at the moment with the late hurricanes, but or lack of hurricanes this late on. But let's see if Gabrielle will buck that trend over the next few days. It's a 7th storm, which puts it in 116th out of 163 seasons on record. And you can track this storm at the website force13.com/stormtracking.html. That's the main page for it. There you're presented with the storm tracking maps over the whole world, where you can see current storms, including invests and post-tropical systems, with tables at the top and bottom which show their intensities and any warnings that are currently in effect, and obviously with the warnings that are already in effect here, which may change and become more widespread over the next few hours, over the course of this next 24 hours. You might want to check out the website for the latest updates. You can also find us elsewhere on the web, Facebook and Twitter. Just search Force 13. You should find us fairly easily enough, and please do show your support as always, by doing the usual means of engagement, liking, subscribing, commenting, favoriting, following, or anything else that may come to mind. I very do much appreciate every good thing that comes out of it. The next update on this storm will be coming up in quick succession, I should imagine, because of the warnings currently in effect. Early afternoon UTC on Thursday the 5th of September. Until then, that's all for now.